you're just joining us, this is So L, Sharif Ali. This is the Foundation, doing the Commerciavelli series. We're going over gift tax and exclusions and donation exclusions with regards to funding your private estate, private trust or whatnot. So, charitable contributions. Limit on itemized deductions. Okay, so you can take deductions for these. You may have to reduce the total amount of certain itemized deductions, including charitable contributions, if your adjusted gross income is more than $155,000. Singly, $259,400 or $285,000 if head of household, or $311,000 if married. I don't think that's none of us, right? Maybe, though. Maybe. I don't want to get into that. Introduction. This publication explains how to claim deduction for your charitable contribution. Why am I talking about charitable contributions? A charitable contribution, a lot of our people go through gear, clothes. That's a charitable contribution. If you give that to a thrift store, Salvation Army, so on and so forth. Also, this is for my people who are interested in or currently administering a private family foundation. Something that, Sharif Ali and myself do offer. Currently, we started offering private family foundations this year, 2017. Previously, was just trust administration, training, family indentures, so on and so forth. So this HFRN.foundation@gmail.com if you want to get more information with regards to a private family foundation, which is a private contract trust organized charitably, recognized by the Internal Revenue Service with the 501c3 determination letter. You don't believe me? Hit me up. I'll email you a picture of ours. So when you're dealing with foundations, and I want to go in, we got the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Mark Zuckerberg Foundation, we got the Rockefeller Foundation. There's a lot of foundations. Mark Zuckerberg just did his. He gave all his money to his charity. It's a charity. It's recognized as a 501c3 tax-exempt entity. And he gets a bunch of fanfare for giving all this money to charity. Well, charity is a private foundation. So this publication explains how to claim deductions for your charitable contributions. You understand now? He claims deductions for that. It discusses the types of organizations to which you can make deductible charitable contributions. And the types of contributions you can deduct. It also discusses how much you can deduct, what records you must keep, because you must keep records, and how to report charitable contributions. A charitable contribution is a donation or gift to or for the use of a qualified organization. It is voluntary and is made without getting or expecting to get anything of equal value. That's a charitable donation, right? To deduct a charitable contribution, you must file Form 1040. We do that, don't we?
Nah, not all of us. Not all of us, brother. Some of us file it, but not all of us.
So there's different types of qualified organizations. Generally, only following types of organizations can be qualified: a community chest, corporation, trust, fund, or foundation organized or created under the laws of the United States, any state or district of Columbia. So these are, your typical nonprofits, set up under the laws of the states. Cool? War veterans organizations, including post, auxiliaries, trust, or foundation organized in the United States. Okay? So, this ain't us. Domestic fraternal societies, orders, associations operating under the law system. That ain't me, man. Certain nonprofit cemetery companies or corporations. I'm cool, man. I can't even do that. Big up to the people who can do that. So that was 1 through 4. 5, the United States or any state, the District of Columbia. A political subdivision of any state, U.S. possession, or an Indian tribal government, or any of its subdivision to perform substantial government functions. So you can donate to the United States and get a charitable deduction. But you got to earmark it to be used for public purposes. Okay. Then it goes into non-deductible as charitable donations. Contributions you can deduct. You can deduct contributions of money and property you make to use for qualified organization. A contribution is for the use of a qualified organization when it is held in a legally enforceable trust for the qualified organization or in a similar legal arrangement. Got it? Legally similar arrangement will be a lawfully enforceable trust. I want to get into y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna digress a second because I saw this in here and it really blew my mind, fam. It's like you wouldn't believe what qualifies as a charitable deduction. Besides expenses paid for a student living with you, for people who bring in foreign exchange students, it's usually people who have more money. They deducting all that, yo. Expenses of whaling captains, yo. You may be able to deduct as a charitable contribution any reasonable and necessary whaling expense. Yo, you pay during the year to carry out sanctioned whaling activities, man. So if you want to donate to some whaling captains, you can do that too. Qualified charitable distributions. A qualified charitable distribution, Sharif, is a distribution made directly by a trustee of your individual retirement arrangement, IRA, other than an SEP simple IRA, to a certain qualified organization. You must have been at least age 70 and a half when the distribution was made. Jeez. You cannot deduct appraisal fees, personal expenses, partial interest in property. You can contribute property, and you can deduct that. Check this out for the rich and famous. Contributions subject to the special rules. Special rules apply if you contribute clothing, household items, car, boat, or an airplane. Taxidermy property, that's like stuffed animals. You know, you kill something and get it stuffed. Property subject to a debt. Look, the following rules apply to any donation of a qualified vehicle. Qualified vehicle is a car or any motor vehicle manufactured for the mainly use on public streets, roads, and highways, a boat or an airplane. Most of these rich people, they own or control their boats and airplanes through private foundations, family foundations. 50% limit. The 50% limit applies to the total of all charitable contributions you make during the year. This means that your deduction for charitable contributions can't be more than 50% of your adjusted gross income for the year. Okay? So you can't donate more than 50% of your adjusted gross income and, get a deduction. You can only get a deduction for up to 50%. Only 50%, only limit for 50% organizations. The 50% limit is only percentage limit that applies to contributions to organizations listed under the 50% limit organizations, because there's different limits. There's a 50% limit, there's a 30% limit, and there's a 20% limit. So here's a 50% limit. Churches, conventions, associations of churches, educational organizations with regular faculty and curriculum. So that's why you can pay tuition and exclude that, because you're excluded under the charitable donation. Hospitals, organizations that are operated to hold it, receive, invest, and administer property, make expenditures to, or for the benefit of state municipal colleges, United States or any state, District of Columbia. 6, publicly supported charities. 7, organizations that may not qualify as publicly supported, but meet other tests showing they respond to the needs of the general public. Okay. Most organizations, 8, operated or controlled by and operated for the benefit of the organizations described through 1 through 7. Private operating foundation. That's the 50% rule. Private non-operating foundations that may qualify in distributions of 100% of contributions within 2.5 months following the year they received the contribution. That's not a private family foundation. A private foundation's contributions are pooled into a common fund. That's not a private family foundation. So any public charities or public institutions, the government that you make donations to, it can be deductible as charitable donations up to 50% of your gross annual income. Now I want to get to the 30% limit. The 30% limit applies to the following contributions. Cool? Contributions to all qualified organizations other than 50% limit organizations. This includes contributions to veterans organizations, fraternal societies, nonprofit cemeteries, and certain private non-operating foundations. Also, contributions for the use of qualified organizations. Okay? But I want to go back to private non-operating foundations. I'm just going to let you know that's a private family foundation. The private trust is charitable, and it's administered by members of the family. Now, usually when you get to 2, 3, usually 3, 4 generations out, ain't too many family members on the board of trustees, because that's just the way it happens. You get enough money in your entity, you want professional managers to come in there and manage it. And you got enough money in there, you can attract professional managers to come in there and manage it. So that's usually what happens. But 30% of your gross annual income, or gross adjusted annual income, can be deducted from your 1040 and donated to your private family foundation. And why do I say this? March 25th at the Doubletree, DFW North, we will be discussing and doing presentations on private family foundations. We will also be discussing personal family banking using these entities, not needing a bank, how to pay off substantial amounts of debt using these entities. Family trust, unincorporated business trust, asset protection trust, private family foundation. And you got some public LLCs if you want, or you could just be working that cushy job that you got. There's nothing wrong with that. I really don't care. As long as you handling your private affairs, handling your private business, that's on you. As long as you can leave something for your beneficiaries, for your heirs, I don't really care how you fund it. You might get a lot of people who tell you, stay out the public, stay out the public, stay out the public. But to me, if you listen to me, so L, I call it the Batman bill. You need all the entities you can get. So here, records to keep. You must keep records to prove the amount of the contributions you make during the year. The kind of records you must keep depends on the amount of your contribution and whether they are cash contributions, non-cash contributions, or out-of-pocket expenses when donating your services. Here's a note. An organization generally must give you a written statement if it receives a payment from you that is more than $75. You can get this deducted from your payroll. There's instructions on how to do this through your payroll, make charitable deductions before they're taking out taxes. This is before they're taking out taxes of every single check for your entire calendar year. How would you like to reduce your tax liability right now? Come to the event, March 25th. We'll get you straightened out, 100%. Hit us up, HFRN, foundation @gmail.com. We'll get you straightened out. Anything over $500, generally, if you claim a deduction over $500 but not over $5,000 for a non-cash charitable contribution, you must have the acknowledgement and written records subscribed under deductions have at least 250 or more, but not 500 or more. So there's different records you must keep for substantiation. This is if there's an audit. Now, let me tell you something. You get with us, like, let's say this. You come to the event March 25th in Dallas, right? You apply everything that you learn, and you get going right away. You start using this stuff this year. You do your taxes for 2017 and 2018, you're going to get audited. And I'm going to tell you why. Because all those years you did your taxes, it was the same. Now, suddenly, out of the blue, you're doing all this fancy schmancy. They're going to hit you up, and they're going to ask for records and substantiation. And you're going to have it. And you're going to send it to them. And they're going to release your tax return. And it's going to be the largest tax return you've ever seen in your entire life. Now, there's a lot more that goes into this. You know, it's not as simple as I'm making it sound. And I understand that I can make stuff sound simple. I've been told that. But if you stick with us, if you stick with high frequency specifically, you stick with us, we're going to get you worked out. You can fund your private estate while still working a W-2 job. And it's by utilizing charitable contributions and gift exclusions. Each person you can gift $14,000 to. Like I said, I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. So definitely get your stuff set up properly. Check out recent shows on high frequency, Rules to the Game, The Vault, The Foundation. Get your stuff straight. But if you do what we're saying that you should do, if you follow through, your life is going to change in less than 3 months. I guarantee you. And I don't make guarantees. Because here's what's happening. I'm out here, and I pay attention to what's going on in this, what you so-called conscious community. And I see that it's very, very convoluted. The information is convoluted. It's not aggregated, which means it's all over the place. There's a piece over here. There's a piece over here. There's a piece over there. Everyone's charging you. Want to speak very vague on their programs or in their YouTube videos. And so that could make you more apt to email them so they can try to sell you something. I'm going to tell you the truth. You want to trust, you're going to pay for it. You want to trust education, you're going to pay for it. You require donations. You want a family foundation, you're going to pay for it. But you're only going to pay once. You ain't going to come back to me for nothing. You ain't going to come back to Sharif for nothing after that. You're going to be able to make your own family trust. You're going to be able to create your own unincorporated business trust. You're going to be able to teach everything that we taught you to whoever you want to teach. It's your information now. I don't want you to hit me back up again. Sharif doesn't want you to hit us up again for knowledge. We want you to hit us up so we can do business. We're trying to get a hold of some of this over $1 trillion that goes through the economy every year of our people. You know how easy it would be if we could circulate just 25% of that through our people to make all of us millionaires? I need you to have a business. I need you to have your financial affairs in order. I need you to have your commercial affairs in order. I need you to have your family affairs in order. Because I need to do business with you because I'm tired of doing business with people other than my people. So heavily, so predominantly. And you got cats out here saying you got to go private and you got to do business with the trust. You got to get the 9 number, blah, blah, blah. And you got to, you got to do this. And it's like, yo, how do I do this? And then they want to charge you for this. They want to charge you for that. They want to charge you for this form. I ain't charging you for no forms. I ain't charging you for the manual. I ain't charging you for the short form to open up your bank account. We ain't charging you to understand how to call the IRS and get your foreign number if you want. But with this information, you can have a contract trust, have a domestic EIN or a foreign EIN. As long as you administer it properly, it don't matter. Street doesn't matter.
No, you're right. It doesn't matter. That's a very, very important point to highlight as well. I think that's very important.
It doesn't matter, yo. A lot of our people are stuck on, I got to go private, I got to go private. How you go private? You go private, ain't nothing private. Ain't nothing there. Everything is in commerce. You got to go back into commerce. You don't go back into commerce with a trust, an unincorporated business trust? I'm not going to use my social. Okay, so how are you going to get past the qualifications required for a signer on an account? Most of my people walk out the bank like in disillusion. Not only that, plus you paid $2,000 and you can't even get the account open. Why? Either they don't know or they're trying to play you. Verify. We do business with Private Family Foundation, Sharif and myself. Use a veil. I can speak. I can say that.
I think it's just super foreign to people. So, I think charity is like a hidden conversation to our people. And so when you say, I'm giving to, a private family foundation, I just think people are kind of like, well, okay, what's different than my 501c3? We're all charitable, correct? I just think it's so convoluted in that respect that people kind of say, well, don't I already have that entity or, things of that nature.
Come to the event. We're going to show you how to do this. The private, non-operating family foundation. It's a trust. It's a charitable trust. Got the Internal Revenue determination letter. You make money by giving it away. Come to the event. Come holler at us. We'll show you how to make more money by giving money away.
That's why we say we're accepting donations. I don't think people get it. It's like if we say we doing charity, and we've been telling y'all this since day one with each of our shows. It's like, okay, so now you guys are seeing that, the donations that they are, receiving are going towards doing public benefit stuff. We're going to keep putting on events, and that's the way it's going to be. But once again, as you can see, the money is not for us. It's for the community to be recycled so we can understand and come to a basic understanding together and to network. That's what the funds in the community are supposed to do. So there's no way around it, brothers and sisters. We put our money where our mouth is, and think about it. So as you investing in your private education, so once you invest in your private education, then you'll see, okay, now I know what it's like to say it's charitable, whether it's to other people or to yourself. I yield, so. So you there, brother? You ain't fall off, did you?
Nah, I've been saying this since we first. I wouldn't say I say it every episode, but I say this regularly. We've been doing business our whole life. Over half your life, let's just say that. But, I mean, you bought something when you was 3, when you was 4 with your allowance and stuff. You was doing business. And how has the way you've been doing business, your life, up until now, how has that been treating you? And I ain't trying to be pejorative or dismissive. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. I am you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be dismissive. I'm not trying to, I'm better than any. I ain't better than nobody. Nobody. That's why I be on the air, because if I can do this, you can do this. But how has the way you've been doing business up until today been treating you? Not too good. If you was straight, you would not be on this show. You wouldn't be listening to this episode in the archives. You'd be doing something else. Or you be up here with us, teaching. I mean, we know what it is. Like, man, I turned away. Like, I'm not going to leave my people like that. So, We educators, man. We trustee trainers. You can hit us up, hsrn.foundation@gmail.com. We got trustees in the private. One of our trustees, two of our trustees in the private has a private family foundation, as well as family trust, asset protection trust, and unincorporated business trust. They're doing business. They're filing their taxes differently this tax season. Period. I can say that for a fact. I know because I'm the one that helped them do it. Because Sharice's the one that helped them do it. It's a whole new world. It's different. And let's go. We're here for you. I'm telling you, it's not free though, yo. Information is not free. And there's an energy exchange. A workman is worthy of their hire, and we educators. We researchers and we're educators. Don't play with me. And don't play with Sharice. Don't play with you, sis. Don't play with yourself. But how much is it worth for you?
Again.
And come holler at us, man. Come rub shoulders. Do this. I would love to have more people presenting. More people that I can vouch for. Yeah, I know so-and-so. And when I first met so-and-so, so-and-so was doing so-and-so. And now they're doing this, right? And they presenting, you know what I'm saying, at the events that we put on every quarter of every year. Congratulations. This is a true success story. True success story last night when one of our private trustees called into the show excited because he had just got off the phone with the IRS and obtained his foreign EIN. True success story. That's all I'm about. I love true success stories. They give me goosebumps. I made it already. I'm trying to see you make it. The only way I can get close to that feeling of me making it is seeing you do it. Because I already made it. I ain't going to make it again. That's what we do this for. We're here for the charitable aspect for my brothers and my sisters that look like me. Nose look like mine. Lips look like mine. Eyebrows look like mine. Ashy knuckles and all that. Because when I made it, I didn't see too many of us. I had to come back. I was a minority for real, for real. I'm good. I'm not trying to get along to get on. I ain't trying to be in someone else's club. You know what I mean? Sharice, you got something to say, man? You was going to say something?
Nah, man, you good. Don't digress too much now.
I got you. So first and foremost, you know, that's why we put gift tax first and then donations after that, because more than likely you're going to get your hands on your trust first. And you're going to have a business account, a non-interest-bearing trust account. You don't want interest because that's a minimum contact. Also, if you're a patriot and you don't want them trading bonds, then they ain't going to make money. If you're getting interest, you know they are. So just debt it. It's a non-interest-bearing trust account. And then get up with your CPA or do it yourself if you can, you know what I mean? And exclude $14,000 for each trust or each person. Or that one trust. Or as close as you can get to $14,000. 5G, 500, it don't matter. We all got to start somewhere. Get your trust popping. Get your family trust popping. Get your unincorporated business trust popping, and start making gifts, which will be excluded from your taxable income as long as you stay at or below $14,000. You're in the game. Work with us, get a foundation, you're extra in the game. It's over for you. I ain't really know the gift exclusions, honestly, until like the last couple of years. I started utilizing those. Charitable donations, it's honestly been the last, 2016, 2017. It's relatively new. But it's exciting and it's great. Also, with the Private Family Foundation, there's a family retreat. You know what I'm saying? And that's expense
so don't
on
do
the
it,
foundation.
man. You're doing too much, man. You're doing too much, man. Come on, man. This guy's talking about he's going to tell you guys about the family retreat. I
told y'all.
Come on.
I don't know how long they're going to let me be on here. Oh, man,
this guy's talking about family retreats, man. Oh, man. So, I want to say something, though, but I'm going to wait till you finish, man, because
I'm done. 424-222-5250 if you want to holler at us, man. That's pretty much it, man. I went in. I gave it my all. Hopefully, I was able to explain and articulate comprehensively how potentially easy it can be to fund your private estate from the public. From the job that you have right now. And that was really it. You want to holler at us, 424-222-5250. Press 1 on your keypad. You can stay on topic if you can. If not, whatever. It's charity. Go ahead, Sharif.
You want me to go in? Because I'm
go in.
If you want me to go in, I can.
Man, go in.
All right, so here it is. It's real simple. For the individuals that are going to take the information that me and Soda put out and think that you all can take it and run with it, I'm sorry to say, brothers and sisters, if it was only that easy, don't hurt yourself. The information that we're talking about is what the 1% is using. So for you to think that you're going to get one 2-hour episode and be able to do something and then be able to teach it, it's just kind of interesting to me. I think that it requires a lot more understanding than that. And I just see sometimes people on Facebook purporting that they know information like this, and it's like, well, you kind of really got to be able to show for it if you're really saying that. And I just think that, some people, that on social media, from what I can see, it's just like, wow, some people be posting that they, like, helping people go private. It's interesting now, like, how you helping them go private? And then it's just like, wow, you have a private trust that you're helping people get. And like, we are in the private, so we would love to talk to people that are private. My thing is how are you going to have this information and, like, say you're teaching people, but then you won't connect with other brothers that are teaching it? I think that's a farce. I think it's somebody that's trying to really get money out of people. And I just see it, like I said, I see it on social media. I'm pretty sure they follow our information. And it's like, okay, so you never connected with us. You never pressed 1. You just went out and started teaching what you heard on the show. And really, it's not something that's extra helpful to an individual that's new, because you rather put them in touch with the information itself. So it's just interesting that I see brothers and sisters saying they can take people private. And I just wanted to comment to those people, like, brothers and sisters, this is not the information that you can just half-step. Soda always talks about it's like dynamite. See, a lot of people get the information, they only see the positives. They don't see the negatives. This is how rich people are staying rich while poor people stay poor. So, I just want to say that to the audience, to the listening audience, brothers and sisters. Please don't think you can just run off and be like a wizard after 2 weeks. Like, if we make it sound easy, just know we put in a lot of hard hours of sleepless nights. There was some sleepless nights me and So put in with this information. Still to this day, we have very tireless nights with studying and making sure that, we're up to date with the most current information with this as far as operating. We're living the lifestyle, so we're current with our information, So I just really want people to understand, if you are going to be teaching this information, please reach out to us. If you listen to this show, I would ask them to reach out to us, in the private, because how are you teaching private information and you say you're for our community and you don't understand it is for group economics? When people say, oh, for Black Wall Street, I can help you go private, but you're not connecting with other brothers and sisters that's teaching the information and we telling y'all to connect with us. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting to me. You know, so I just put that out to the community so we can all come together further. We need to come together. This information is to unify our people. That's why me and Soda in the public with it. We got people in the public acting like it's theirs, or not even theirs, but they not help. It's for the community. Otherwise, we can be here counting our chips just like you count your chips. We've done that for how many generations now? It's time to get back to group economics. That's through having contracts in place so we can honor those contracts. Just like the ones that we have through our religious organizations, we have to do it through our charitable organizations. It's the same thing. For people helping people go private, and you charging them because you can help them go private. That's interesting. And then we got brothers out here talking about what's the real truth about the public and the private. What's the real truth? The truth is that there is one. And the truth is that you were never told that because you went to public school. But then we got morons, because that's what they are, morons, talking about, let me tell you the truth about it. It's nothing to explain. If you can't read the definition of what's public and what's private, then you this information is not for you. This isn't for someone that's going to make something simple, turn it into making it complex. Let me get off. So, man, you know, we got callers on the line. We're going to go ahead to them. Go ahead, so.
478-1152. 478-1152. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace. Peace to the guys. I'm calling from Fort Valley, Georgia. How y'all brothers doing tonight?
You calling from Georgia? What's your name, brother?
Tassi Lee L. I'm calling from Fort Valley, Georgia.
Peace, Tassi, brother.
Peace. I emailed y'all a couple times tonight because every time y'all hit something that I didn't put in the first email, I emailed you again. So y'all get at me as soon as you can. But I'm interested in the March 25th event, and so please send me some information back on that. What's basically going on is I've been like listening to Yusuf L, and I bought a few webinars on here and there, trying to do some GSA bonds and everything, but I haven't took the first step into going private. And I have these businesses that I have on the table right now that I need to go ahead and start operating in, in good standing with the state or whatever. But it's like I don't want to go ahead and get registered with the state until I know all the ins and outs of how I should do it, so I don't have to go back and do it again. You know what I mean? Like in the private realm, because the businesses that I have, they all kind of coincide together, and I want to put them all up under one umbrella company, and then make sure all of it's in my trust. So I'm just not really sure on how to do that, and I don't want to mess it up. So I really want to see like what's the program, so I can really get my chips together this month to make sure I get involved in the right program to get my business started off the right way, get the proper EIN that I need, and do all the proper structuring. If I have to do my UCCs and financial statements and things like that, so I just need some guidance because I'm ready to take off with my businesses. You feel me?
Take off, man. Take off. Don't wait. Like, here's the thing about the public. The public, it's amendable. It can always be amended. So take off with your corporations. I mean, I'll email you. We'll chop it up. But you can take off with your corporation. Once you get trust up, all you do is you go into the articles organization and amend the documents to show that the trust is the owner. And then if you want, you can go into the corporate bylaws or whatever and amend the document to show that the trust is a shareholder.
Right. What about the EIN? Like, what I can amend that too from just the regular EIN to the foreign EIN. Whenever I get around to it, like figuring out the ins and outs of it, make sure I'm doing it right, make sure I have a good understanding of it.
Nah. Once a EIN is connected to an entity, you can't disconnect it. So
yeah,
it's like
that's why I'm kind of at a standstill. So I'm like, I don't even want to grab the EIN.
You want to know how to obtain the EIN.
I want to do it right from
using
the start.
social.
Yeah, without using social, and I just want to do it all the way right, bro. Where I don't have to where I don't have to go back and start all the way over. I know if I, like you said, if I do the EIN attach it to this LLC I'm trying to get right now with the state, I'm gonna end up having to scrap it because I ain't gonna be able to get the EIN stuck with that entity. So I just like
you need trustee training. If you ask me.
Exactly, I know that. But like I said, this is my first time hearing you all show since last time, and I heard about the trustee training program. I just don't have any information on it to know what it entails and what I have to do to get involved.
Yeah, that's private, man. Ain't no information in the public. We touch on it.
That's right.
And honestly, and I'm just gonna put it out there. We touch on it, and people who know or are up on it, they'll hit us up. And others, they'll just, I guess, they'll just continue to wait for us to drop it. I ain't never gonna drop it on the air.
Sure, I don't expect you to. I was just really, just putting it out there because, I wanted y'all to check my email.
No, I'll get at you. If you email us, I'll hit you up. And then I'll get you the information.
Hey.
We send you an invite to the. You said you want to go to the March 25th.
Yeah, if it's absolutely necessary. I also put in the email. I wanted to know, can I get the information that I need to in the private before March 25th? Because like I said, I'm ready to go right now to get because I got customers, I got stuff lined up. I need to take off, and I don't want to take off if it's going to be a hindrance to me in the long run. Like I'm going to end up having to do it all over again, and I really ain't trying to wait till March 25th to get the information. So I'm just trying to see how can I do. You know what I'm saying? How can I get started now?
All right, I got you. I got your number written down too, so I'm gonna email you. I'll email you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. We'll take it from there.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all, brother, man, because you know what I'm saying. I know what it is to be putting out this kind of work, and you know what I'm saying. Your response is not, you know what I'm saying, what you're looking for. But look, I got y'all, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna show my appreciation. I ain't rich, but you know what I'm saying. I got a rich mind state, wealthy mind state, so I'm ready to move forward. And I want to be right along there with y'all, doing what y'all doing.
We ready.
Feel that, brother.
And
that's right.
We got you too, so
yeah.
Come on, man.
I actually I teach people how to take care of themselves naturally. You know what I'm saying? I'm into alternative medicine, the herbalist, and aromatherapy.
Yep, we need that.
So I want to end up getting on the air, teaching people that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
Our community definitely needs that.
Yeah. But peace to the guys, man. I just want to let y'all know, man, introduce myself, make myself known one more time. My name is Tasili Ill, and hit me on the email, right? I hit y'all up a couple times, and I'm ready. So appreciate y'all, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we appreciate you, man. I'm going to hit you up. Appreciate you. Peace to the guys, brother.
Peace.
Peace to the gods.
This is a charity, man. It's not like, I ain't really looking for no type of specific response. The only response I'm really looking for is, people to just get moving, man. Just get moving, man, because we need to get moving. Mellow Bay! Brother Mellow Bay.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. What it is, man.
How you doing, brother?
Peace, brother.
It was good.
I'm well, brother. Another day. You know what I mean? I'm thankful to have this creative energy, you know what I'm saying, flowing through these vessels. So, another day, another idea, you know what I'm saying, another dollar, they say, you know what I'm saying. We out here aggregating currency, you know what I'm saying, putting the brother on the block, getting their mind right. Because the mentality we start with, so got a lot of mundane brains out there, you know what I'm saying. They out there soul pop, fantasizing, forcing the men food, you know what I mean, running around this forcing the men ego. So I had to sit them and wake them up, you know what I'm saying. So,
that's real. It's funny you say that because man. The more you're out, the more you'll see it, and that's why it's so important to kind of just stay in your study, in your lab, your library, and stay studying, on a daily basis. Me and Stoke, it's just good conversation, but, a lot of study, a lot of work, man, a lot of, running out the house to do business and, that's really, we call it the home office, just running out of home office to do business and really going back to the home office. I mean, it's business, man, and I think a lot of people are kind of, they think they're going to go private and maybe sit on their cush That's not going to happen.
Right.
I can tell you it's a lot of work, you know. It's definitely arduous on your mental. It plays on your mental because the longer you've been programmed to get a job, the longer you're going to be mentally focused on that. So when you're focused on, you know, the young brother came on our show yesterday and asked, you know, how can he go from having a job to being an entrepreneur full time? You know, and it's challenging to talk to somebody about that. But, you know, don't think when you got an entrepreneur and you're an entrepreneur full time, you don't think about, oh, man, can I go get the easy money? I mean, it comes in your mindset. It's just it creeps up because there's so many people that have jobs that are telling you to go get a job. It's just like, you know, you know, like you say, it's the eating and so much, man. So, you know, that's why we got to keep putting out this type of content and connecting with brothers like you. And, you know, the one thing I can see about you, Mello, is that you're speaking your one into existence. And that's ultimately how we've ultimately have done it. Me and Soda played off of that heavily for the past year. You know, we'll just call the goal out and we'll go get it, you know. And, you know, I think that's what you guys got to do with your team down there. You got to find people down there that are there, and then you got to network nationally because, as you can see, a lot of people around us on a personal level may not have the knowledge and they're hurting. They're behind, you know. I mean, they're so behind. They're weeks behind. They're months behind. They're years behind on their study. And for that reason, are you going to let them slow you down? The one thing I can tell you as a warrior out here on the battlefield right now is you got to move on. If you stick with anybody, brothers and sisters, it's only to your detriment. The only reason you're not going to move at the pace you don't want is because you're not surrounding yourself with people that are successful and that are moving forward. You're being slowed down by your decisions to be around slow people. If you want to be successful, you have to be around successful and fast-moving people. That's just what it calls for. So I understand if you're in the backwoods of Mississippi, you know, it might not be easy to get those movers and shakers like it was when I was in San Francisco. But at the same time, you know, we got to make it a point to travel. We got to make it a point to stack our chips. We got to make it a point to connect with our ancestors to pull in that power so we can move forward as a people. You gotta pull in your ancestral power to go after your goals. I mean, how do you think you're living right now? You think you're living off of your own power? You know what I mean? Like, it's the ancestors that's holding you up. They need you to do something. So it requires us to get more in contact with the ancestors so you can make the correct actions, make the right actions. You know, no matter where you are, because there's people in backwoods countries, man, that are making tons of money. So it's not really where your geographical location is. It's really more of your mindset. And as long as you have that mindset, you could be in the poorest country in the world, but you could be the richest person in that country. Not only in mindset, but in wealth as well. Sometimes the wealth changes, you know. Rich people go broke for a second, you know, but they always can come back. So I appreciate your mindset, Mello, and that's what we really appreciate here on High Frequency Radio Network, the Vault and the Foundation with you, man. Because you really gotta put in the work networking, man. I mean, I did it with Yusuf. You know, I stuck with him and still stick with him. You know, and that's what it requires. It requires a brotherhood. You know, a lot of people, you know, our people in the public, they haven't seen brotherhood. The foundation is brotherhood. The foundation is love. You know, and that's why I mean, so charity is love. You got to give before you receive. You might not have everything, but you got something. We all got something to give. And I can tell you right now, anybody coming to the table talking about they ain't got nothing, keep it moving. And I yield.
Indeed. I give thanks to that, brother. That's why I teach the little ones daily. You know what I mean? We got to give thanks. Why do we give thanks? Because everything is given. Everything is given. You got to check it out. The Creator gave us, you know, this creativity of energy to build and create and make off of it. So, you know, we got to continue to give thanks. That's part of the divine code, man. I mean, we got to be real. A lot of us got a lot of spiritual backgrounds. We didn't try spirituality. We didn't try the ancestral information. We didn't try, you know what I'm saying, different remedies out here, culture, seeking, searching knowledge, you know what I'm saying, all that. Since we didn't try everything, you know, let's go ahead and apply the proper economics to do proper business, man. You know, and that first contract that we got of agreement, that first cohesion is with the Creator. You know, if we don't acknowledge that from the beginning, then everything down the line you may be doing is bad business. So, you know, it's just the way it is, man. I give thanks to you, brother, for coming to the realm of commercial realm, and, you know what I'm saying, economics, so we can be relevant out here to people, you know what I'm saying, on all realms. And, you know what I'm saying, I just give thanks for you brothers respecting that creator energy and being co-creators, you know, and doing what you're supposed to do with this information and knowledge, you know what I'm saying, economically liberating our people. So we need that, you know what I mean. We got ones on Facebook, like you said, Sharif. You know, I got ones on Facebook. They'll come and correct you on some information or a piece of publication that's put up through a certain organization. They'll check you and correct you on that. But one's not really checking and correcting you on, you know what I'm saying, on economical, on group level. And not really not checking us as a people, you know what I'm saying, on how we should be actually operating on different capacities. So, you know, I really respect and honor real, you know what I'm saying, real truth, you know what I'm saying, economics. Not none of that. I'm just checking my brother because he put up some information about, you know, this brother here or the organization, how they maneuver, you know, all that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Because you got information that's so powerful, brother, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be wealthy off of it. Not rich, but wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Well off. So, you know, I respect you, brothers, for staying in the realm that y'all in. You know what I'm saying? Operating, dropping jewels daily. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, we will meet up on that platform, you know, and I'm just telling the people, man, you know, don't run with those hard aspects, you know what I'm saying, unless they can't stand the fire. You know what I'm saying? If your currency can't stand the fire of the weather, put it down, convert it to something different, you know what I'm saying, something better. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know, peace to the God, peace to the ancestors, you know what I'm saying, peace to all the individuals on their way up, about to do business. So, you know, I'm out, brothers. Here with y'all in a minute.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Peace to the God.
Peace to the God.
Peace.
Mello, bless the show. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I mean, you know, me, man, I try to be a hollow read. I read this in, like, I used to be real heavy in the spirituality. I mean, I still am. Like a lot of comparative religious studies. So a lot of this stuff, man, I don't even know where I got it from. I couldn't even tell you. But like, it's like to be a hollow reed. So the hollow reed, when the wind blows, you can bend, you know, with the wind, and you won't break. But also at the same time, a hollow reed is hollow so that the spirit can come through. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to get all, you know, nothing like that, but that's me, man. And I can tell that's Sharif. He ain't gotta say it. So we appreciate you, Brother Mello Bay, like all day and every day. But indeed, all praises and thanks due to the Creator and the ancestors, man. We probably just hollering back at each other from last time. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to say, man, I jumped on Facebook, y'all. I know, but I'm SOTL, obviously, SOTEL on Facebook. Add me on Facebook. Like the foundation. The foundation has a Facebook page. We got like 11 likes, man. Not gangster, is it? So like the Facebook page for the foundation. Add SOTL on Facebook. I mean, I get people who get notifications. I don't really be on there, but if there's a reason to, I mean, I guess I can get on there. It used to be all over Facebook. Sharif be on Facebook. I'm like anti all that stuff because it reminds me of my past life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean past life like in my other body. I mean like what I used to do and what I did. Peace, Brother Darryl, man. How you doing, brother?
What the deal? You know, it's Darryl from Brownsville. How you doing? Peace, Joel. Peace, Sharif. All right.
Peace, Brother Darryl. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I want to say thank y'all for getting me on my second envelope. What envelope am I talking about? I'm talking about saving my my receipts. You know, so I got you know some of my January receipts, and now I'm working on my second envelope. I got my first receipt for February. You know, from Family Dollar. You know, that else for everything is all right. You know.
Yo, that's congratulations, man. Stick to it. What I do is, you know, when I go to the store, I don't really like to use credit cards and debit cards. I like to use cash. But like, you know, I'll get my change. I'll put the cash and the change in my right front pocket, and I put the receipt in my back left pocket. I'm trying to pickpocket me neither. I tell y'all where I keep my money. I got a big pocket. I got a little pocket too, and that's my little pocket. I got a big pocket, and I ain't gonna tell you, but I always keep that receipt in my left back pocket. And then when I get home at night, I just pull them out and put them in a little thing. And then at the end of the month, I file them in its own envelope. And just write the month on it.
Okay, because what happened, I was wondering, like, I think, I'm not sure if Yo was talking about it or Yusuf L was talking about it, because he was talking about a few days ago about the 1099. And, yeah, it was him. He was talking about it. And he was saying some kind of guys, you know, when they do that 1099, they go to jail because they be exaggerating the numbers. But I don't know whether this right now what I'm talking about, because, you know,
you talking about Sergio.
Oh yeah,
he's doing a
Sergio,
webinar.
The guy from,
he's gonna do a webinar.
Yeah, I would love to. It's the 4th, yeah. And it's a tough decision because, you know, Red Time is right here, right now, you know. I'm saying.
I mean, but you know, the webinar is going to be available on highfrequencyradionetwork.com.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And
they're gonna record it and he'll put it up. Yusuf will put it up.
Okay,
on the site.
Cool. And the thing about it is, the thing about it, I was saying like that because there's so many choices, but in the future I won't have to make them choices, you know. In the future,
right.
Hopefully I can attend everything. But the thing about it is, like, I'm wondering, like, okay, the 14,000 and my receipts. But I'm just saying, like, if it's, you know, it coming to more than that, you know, I'm just wondering, like, you know, the gift tax that I taxed, like, if I tax, like, you know, close to 30,000, and then what happened to my receipts? I was wondering, can I do? This is not the right platform to talk about right now because then, you know, it's private and then it's public, you know. I don't know with that, you know, because we did talk about publicly about the gift tax, and now the receipts is, you know, public too now. So I don't know if it's all right or it's not really the time to talk about it.
Well, look, here's what I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Because you the homie. I don't deal with 1099 OIDs.
Oh no, I'm not even talking about 1099. I talk about like you know, I got my receipts. Right. Okay. I'm filing for my receipts, and then I'm filing, you know, for the gift tax. So what happened? Them numbers come up a little bit more than I made. That's bad, right?
Well,
on the
W2,
yeah, right? That's okay, all right.
But but it's you claiming and itemizing on the W2. So I mean, if you got too many receipts, man, don't put them all on there, man. You know.
Okay, all right. That's the little guy. He alive tonight. You hear him, right?
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, you know, as long as you ain't giving them some straight, don't give them no Kool-Aid, man.
Oh nah, you know, I don't think it's that. I think they're just happy to get something they like. I think that's where all the energy come from. You know, it's like it's my birthday. You know, like you know how they say it's my birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. I think they're happy because they got something they like. You know, so that's why, you know, all the energy comes from. I mean, that's my hypothesis. You know, I mean, they teach us, oh, don't give them the sweets, don't give them this and that. Oh yeah, we steady being taught, oh, go to school, do this, work a job. But we steady being taught why they got so many energy. So I'm gonna think my reason I think they got the energy because they happy. You know, they happy because they got they was given something. You know, I don't think it's all them. Maybe the chemicals do have something to do with it, but I think they're just happy just to get something that they like, that they have control over it, and you know, like that. They really got something. You know, they got control over it. I try not to deny him.
Link you up with the homie. Yeah, man. We link you up with the homie. I think it's Atasi. He was just on. He does the, you know, nutrition.
Oh yeah,
natural nutrition.
Yeah, he was saving the herbal and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
need that.
Yeah, aromatherapy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
need
listening.
all that.
I was listening. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
But
listen,
man,
yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna yell and I'm gonna keep on listening to the show. I'm gonna let this little guy beat me up like that, because that's what he's doing, just kicking me in my back right now. He's trying to kick me in my head like that. But I'm guarding my grill.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so listen, peace and love to y'all, and
yeah, brother.
I'm steady listening, you know. And
Appreciate
yeah,
you, man.
I'm thinking how I'm gonna make. I appreciate you too, and I'm thinking of how I'm gonna do this thing. Come out there where you're at, cause I got a niece. She don't stay too far from Jasper. She don't stay too far from Jasper, and
we're gonna be in Jersey the second quarter.
The second one.
Q2. Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, but
going to Jersey.
That's gonna be a totally different seminar, most likely. That you
yeah,
know.
It is.
Yeah. So what happened? I want to catch what's happening coming up the 25th. So I'm thinking like, should I just do like in pieces, save up in pieces, which I'm gonna do because I don't want to miss it because I miss Jolie. But anyway, I'm gonna yield. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all take the next caller. Yeah.
All right, brother. Too. We love you too, man. Peace to the God.
Oh, that's right.
Daryl from Brownsville. You say, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's Daryl from Brownsville. Sharif, man, what's up, man? We winding down, y'all. We got maybe about 13 minutes left in the show. We're going to wind down. If anybody got any questions, you might want to push one now. I'm not going over because I'm out of here tonight. Sharif, man, you good?
Yeah, it was a great episode. You know, I think you were very thorough with the gift tax, and I think people need to go do their own research. I think it's always imperative for people to do their own research. But brothers and sisters, they actually time how long it should take you to read this information and fill out this information. They actually have it timed, and I just think it's imperative for us to take the hour and a half, the 2 hours, the 8 hours, the 10 hours to take some time to understand this information. And I think if that's what they're calling out and saying that's how long it takes to understand it, I think we should be able to do that. And, we just look forward to connecting with you all in March 25th and just building another year. I mean, I was going to say me and So don't need to be doing this, but we need to be doing this because this is part of our divine work while we're here. We have to have a divine work. Our work is divine, brothers and sisters. All of your work should be divine. It comes from the hands of the Most High through you. So I just think that, when our people are talking about lack and not having enough, I think that's coming from a very Eurocentric mindset. We come from Africa, which begins with an A and ends with an A, and that's abundance. There's abundance of resources on that continent, and so I just think it's time for us to really think more in the divine aspect of what we need to be doing, and not just on a worldly aspect of what we need to be doing. That's where I'm at with it. But I think that, as you can see, the gift tax, the gifts that you've been given, you're supposed to give away and receive a tax deduction for it. Give it away and receive, make money by giving money away. So I just think that the system is set up for spiritual people, set up for people that want to follow spiritual principles, that the higher laws, because that's what it requires in order for you to execute this type of stuff. You have to be willing to live at a higher level. So we look forward to partnering with you all. I do, for sure. Connecting with you, helping you on your journey. Ultimately, just helping you on your journey. Looking forward to continuously building. So. Oh, you too.
March 25th, 2017. We got the Family Business Private Wealth Symposium, Consortium, Seminar, Meeting, Building Session, Mastermind, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be great. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be enlightening, educational. It's going to be spiritual. But most importantly, it's going to be educational. This is the Foundation Commerciavelli series in full effect. I just want to give you all the foundation, man. I'm not playing. How's what you've been doing and the way you've been doing business? How's that been going for you? Was good?
A lot of people would ask you, what are we going to talk about at the event? I think if you could just go over that again, because, it's just like, I don't want it to sound so ambiguous, like, all right, family business, private wealth. Like, me and So don't need to be in the public teaching what we're talking about, which is private trust, private family foundations, period. That's what we're going to be talking about at the event. So if there's any unclarity there, I want it to be very clear what we're going to be talking about. What do you say?
Corporate structure, wealth management.
Yeah, corporate structure. Yeah, I just want people to understand that. So.
Nah, man, you good. I love it. March 25th, it's at the Doubletree, DFW North, the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. You got a shuttle from the airport straight to the hotel. You don't have to rent a car if you don't want to. Family business and private wealth. Yours truly, So L, got Sharif Ali in the building. I have our trust mentor, one of our main trust mentors, Tony Franklin Financial Group in the building. We're trying to see if Use is coming. See if we can get him talk about something like, I was going to say discharge or 1099 or something. Diversify your money, diversify your bonds. Get your hands on some tangible assets. Hit us up, HFRN.Foundation @gmail.com. We'll hook you up with carrot bars. It's real affordable. A gram of gold, a couple grams of gold at a time. Once a month, twice a month. Go to usmint.gov. If you're looking to get American Eagle, gold and silver coins. Numismatic by Congress. Designated numismatic by Congress. And in the Internal Revenue Code, numismatic is non-confiscatable. usmint.gov. Check out the local dealer locator. Put it in the zip code. I wouldn't say your zip code, but the zip code near you. Find local dealers. Pay in cash. You can even give them a trade name. What else? Go private. Get a trust. Last call for callers.
Oh, we got another call.
239-9770. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace to the gods. Calling from Florida, man.
Peace to the gods.
Peace, brother. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. I just had a question. You mentioned it last night about that numismatic coins, and they can't confiscate them.
They're designated non-confiscatable in the Internal Revenue Code.
Okay. So in other words, if you set up a trust just for that, then it should be, bulletproof, basically.
That's what I do. You have the business trust, right? You pull in Federal Reserve notes with the business trust, or the business pass them to the business trust, right? Business trust puts it to the asset protection trust. In the asset protection trust, you have in the indenture that all, commercial currency must be converted into gold and silver, then convey it to the family trust.
So you use a holding trust or no?
Asset protection. I like to do asset protection trust, and then because I don't like my family trust to have an EIN, because you don't need an EIN to title property at the county.
Totally private.
I don't like the minimum contacts. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. No statutory. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I can't make it to that thing in Texas, but are you gonna have a private recording?
Oh no, sir. What part of the country are you in?
Florida.
Can you make it to Jersey in Q2?
When you gonna have it?
The second quarter. So first quarter is January, February, March.
Right.
Second quarter is April, May, June. So we're probably gonna do it in June.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey is doable. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But nah, we don't record those. Those are private, Invitation only.
I like that. That's something different.
So, yeah, no, I don't want to be on YouTube.
That's good, man. That's good. That's real.
I don't want to
That's
be a celebrity.
That's real private. That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. But yeah,
The world we live in today, man, everybody's trying to record you, man. Sure, you gotta protect your privacy, give people the non-disclosure. They understand. You gotta have order nowadays, man. You can't, come on now. We live in, that's why you gotta have the shows like Foundation, because you gotta have a foundation that you start stuff off on. The way you start is the way you almost want to finish, We don't want to tell you one thing, and the next thing you know, we're out here having some public event like it's a damn award ceremony, like it's the BET Awards. This isn't that type of party, It's a whole different ball game here. So.
Yeah. No, that's the way it should be, man. It's all about privacy, and the thing is, a lot of people don't get it. They, it can't be taught. You have to live it.
Yeah, you have to live it.
You have to live it. It's got to be
the lifestyle. It's a culture almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all keep up the good work, man. I'm in the background here listening, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother, man.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace to the guys.
Peace to the guys.
We do this for you. I'm not playing, and I'm not saying it to be corny. I know a lot of, people may say that, but I do this for my people, man. And my people, not necessarily meaning my people being so-called black people. People of a certain mind state, people of a certain culture, people of a certain nobility, certain pride, certain work ethic, certain honor. You know what I'm saying? Follow through. Type of people who do their best in everything that they do and feel weird if they don't. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the foundation. We got 2 minutes left, man. We ain't gonna go over, man. I appreciate anyone who still rock with us to this point live. Anyone in the archives that's still listening, I ain't really talking about nothing anymore at this point. Besides March 25th, it's going to be at the Doubletree, DFW North, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. I know we ain't going to get out at 7. We never do. But we're gonna try. I'm going to say it's from 1 to 7. You can hotel, shuttle, rent a car, do what you want. HighFrequencyRadioNetwork.com. Bunch of information that you need. You can get your hands on. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. I got a lot of my, information from there. I ain't even gonna lie. Study. Welcome to thevault.com. Sign up for the email list. And
they can listen to past episodes of. They can listen to past episodes too of the Foundation of the Vault and you guys can just go through the list and listen to all the different tracks that we put out over the past year. So please go to welcometothevault.com so you guys can get caught up to speed. Send all your people to welcometothevault.com. You all can get the private reservation, figure out whether you want to do it. The reservation's a reservation. You have to have a reservation to be at the event. So it's just that simple, brothers and sisters. We look forward to building with you all for sure.
10 seconds left on the stream, 424-222-5250. My people will be coming in late. 323-5638. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from? 323-5638. Really? You on the air? Wow.
You see, Pharrell just had triplets.
All right, I'm out of
You
here.
at the cookout?
Appreciate you calling in.
He's at the cookout.
646-6483. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, peace, brothers. This is Mike from New York. How y'all doing?
Peace, Mike.
Great show, great show. You just
Appreciate
mentioned.
it,
You just mentioned. You're welcome. You just mentioned. You go to usmint.gov to check. Was that correct? Did I get that right, or?
Yeah. Is it usmint.gov? Yeah, usmint.gov.
Okay. You said that you could put your zip code in. Well, you put the zip code in, and it will give you the nearest location. Did I get that right?
Yeah. For American Eagle, the gold and silver coins.
Okay. I'm on the site now, and maybe I just need to look through it some more. I'm gonna look through it some more, and if I still have the question, I'll hit your brothers up next week. And
well, hold up, man. Hold up. You already pressed one, so you know.
Yeah.
Let's
I just like to do my own homework before I. But anyway, I'm on the site, and I'm seeing the coins. The American Eagle 2016 1-ounce silver uncirculated coin is $44.95, and I was wondering if those are the coins you would suggest. That's the coin you would suggest to get, or is this another type? Because I know the market price.
Say it again.
So
you said it's what?
$44.95. The American Eagle 2016 1-ounce silver uncirculated coin.
Yeah. No, American Eagles. That's what you want.
Okay, but they have the price of $44.95, and I know the other coin, the market price is 17 and change. I think it still is.
Yeah,
with,
because there's a spot
price.
So they add spot price too. So
yeah, but the spot price is usually like $2, $3, $4 or something like that. So it should be paying, to my understanding, it should be paying $25 or so around there for a 1-ounce silver coin. So I'm just curious as to why this would be almost twice the price.
it fluctuates by the market. You know what I'm saying? So it could be different for the market. This is the U.S. Mint. This is the government site. So, they go by the market prices as well.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm on here. I'm going to look through it, and either I'm going to get some from here or I'll just go into the city. But anyway, thank you, brothers. I appreciate the show, man. Much love, much respect.
Oh, yeah, no problem. But if you, for the dealer locator, it's catalog.usmint.gov/bullion dealer locator. Or you can type dealer locator in the search bar on the actual site itself, usmint.gov, and that dealer locator will come up. Wouldn't suggest getting it from the site because that's not private. You got to pay for a credit card or something like that, It's being shipped to your house, It's on the internet.
Okay.
That's not private.
Yes, sir. Understand that. Yeah, I got it up. Okay. Yeah, you're the best, brother. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Peace to the guys.
Peace to God.
Can't tell. Is this someone else? Is this someone new, yo? Nah, we good. All right, yo. So we appreciate y'all. Sharif, man, you got any closing words before I close it out?
Nah, brother. Good, brother.
I want to see y'all at the event. Definitely, I want to see y'all, next week, same time, same day, the foundation. I'm going to continue the Commerciavelli series, and then we're probably going to wrap it up and move on to some more foundational principles. Next week, check out The Vault as well, every Tuesday. You know what it is. Yusuf does his dance when he does his dance. So I'm not even going to shout out his shows one day. He just does an open forum Friday. HighFrequencyRadioNetwork.com. Welcome to TheVault.com. And soon, welcome to TheFoundation.com. We appreciate you. We love you. This is why we do this. And it's all for the love, you know? Let's just start doing business from a position of knowledge and a position of power. Appreciate y'all, man. You know, catch you next week right here on The Foundation. Peace to the gods.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.